Chapter 32. The four of them crouched outside a window 2 stories high. The moon hung above them, casting them in a silver-blue hue. The room inside was dimly lit by a lone candle. Rue pulled something out of his pocket. "I need to get this onto the table in there," he said to Cord. "Can you do that for me?" The big man nodded. Something small floated out of Rue's hand. Earthmender Elsa wiggled her fingers, and it shimmered into a wisp-like stone that passed gently through the glass of the window. It flashed gold as it turned solid again and floated across the room. With a small click, it settled on the table. A coin. Vint frowned and felt around her own pocket. She sighed. "I had a gold coin like that once," she said. "I think I lost it when a pickpocket saved my life." Cord chuckled. "A fair trade, then." Vint gave a grudging nod as she eyed Rue. "This is Tok's place." Rue nodded, and Oni patted his ear proudly. Elsa floated to the waiting Crowfoot, still huge and perched on the rooftops. "The spirits are smiling tonight, Rue," she said. "They tell me you have righted a wrong. The balance, it shifts." She held out her small hand. "Come, young Rue, let us learn magic." Chapter 33. Tok slowly climbed the steps to his small house. He was a wiry little man, strong for his age, but he still paused at his door to catch his breath. It had been a long and busy day. It had been an even longer night. Still, his work had been done, and now he looked forward to sitting at his workbench. If all went to plan, he could finally finish Gerald's totem. Tok had managed to track down the butler and warn him that the artifact had fallen into Bol's hands. There was little else he could do for the poor man but tell him to lay low tonight. Tok smiled. It had been a small lie, but at least it made sure his old friend wouldn't get caught in the coming storm. Tok also told him he was sure it would be all sorted out and blow over by the morning. Gerald looked far from convinced. He entered slowly and narrowed his eyes. Someone had been in here, but now the place was empty. Tok crossed the room and opened the window. A few Kriska sat outside and turned to him as he looked over Yor. He took a deep breath of the night air. At heart he was a plainsman, but he still loved this ramshackled town. He loved its people, its vibrancy, and its life. He had found a home here. He returned to his room. The Kriska climbed through the window and followed him inside. One of them chittered excitedly. "Oh, really?" said Tok, and he turned to his table. A smile spread across his wizened face when he saw the gold coin. He gathered it up and held it to the light. "This is very good," he said finally. A Kriska turned happily around in a circle. "The boy has righted his path. He is with the Earthmender, yes?" The Kriska nodded. "Then our work is almost done, little ones." The Kriska's large ears drooped sadly. "Oh, just with the boy. There is much other we must do." The large ears shot back up. Another Kriska slinked in through the window. This one was large and menacing. It dropped something on the table. Tok's face darkened. "So, it is done," he said as he gathered up the object. It was a silver eye patch. "Unfortunate," said the little man sadly, "but necessary." He sat down exhausted. "Yor must not fall." It had been a long, busy day indeed. The end of chapter 33. Thank you for listening, and there's one more chapter to go before the end of book 1. Book 2 is being written. I may include the first chapter of book 2 as it wraps up where book 1 left off, but we'll see how that goes. Catch you for the last chapter, and thanks again for listening. Bye!